For 70 years, the world ran on a set of rules written by the United States. Then, one man decided to rewrite them. Whether he's in the White House or rallying from the outside, Donald Trump doesn't just participate in global politics, he bends the gravity of the room toward himself. Today, we analyze how a single philosophy, America First, didn't just change the Republican Party, but dismantled the global order as we knew it. To understand Trump's grip on the world stage in 2026, you have to understand what he destroyed. Since 1945, the West was built on multilateralism, the idea that countries should work together in groups like NATO, the UN, and the G7. It was slow, boring, and stable. Donald Trump looked at this system and saw a scam. He didn't see allies, he saw freeloaders. By treating long-standing alliances like business transactions, demanding protection money from Europe, or threatening trade wars with friendly neighbors, he shattered the assumption that America would always be the good cop. This forced every world leader from Paris to Tokyo to change their behavior. They stopped looking to institutions for safety and started trying to cut side deals with the man in charge. He turned global diplomacy from a team sport into a series of one-on-one cage matches. Nixon had the Madman Theory, the idea that if your enemies think you are crazy enough to push the nuclear button, they will give you what you want. Trump perfected this for the digital age. His power comes from unpredictability. In Beijing and Moscow, leaders spend hours analyzing his tweets and rallies, trying to guess his next move. By refusing to follow traditional diplomatic scripts, he keeps adversaries off balance. He might threaten fire and fury one day and offer a summit the next. This volatility is the currency. It forces the world to revolve around his mood. Global markets now react less to economic data and more to his rhetoric. He proved that you don't need to invade a country to control it. You just need to make them terrified of what you might do. Perhaps his greatest legacy is not what he did, but who he inspired. Look around the world in 2026. The Trump playbook, nationalism, anti-immigration rhetoric, and warring with the media has been adopted by leaders in South America, Europe, and Asia. He created a blueprint for modern populism. Leaders like Argentina's Milei or Hungary's Orban didn't just rise in isolation, they rose on the wave Trump generated. He normalized the idea that a leader should fight their own institutions. He built a global fraternity of strongmen who validate each other, creating a new axis of power that bypasses the old liberal democracies entirely. Finally, there is the weaponization of the American economy. Before Trump, sanctions were a scalpel used carefully. Under his influence, tariffs became a sledgehammer. By threatening to cut off access to the American consumer, he forced companies to move factories and nations to rewrite trade laws. He showed that military power is secondary to economic pain. Whether it's tech wars with China or tariffs on European cars, he turned the US dollar into a mechanism of control. Love him or hate him, Donald Trump proved that the system was more fragile than we thought. He didn't just occupy the Oval Office, he turned it into the only office that mattered. In 2026, the sun doesn't set on the American empire, it sets on Donald Trump's timeline.